Super duper important things to consider when you're buying land. So, in the bigger grand scheme of things, where you're going to buy land matters. It's not something that my husband and I took lightly when we decided to buy our land. We had every intention on doing something with the land. It wasn't just like buying it in order to maybe and if or when someday. So I sat down with my husband and was like, look, if we're going to do this, we have to actually do something with it. We can't just buy it and let it sit and then, give up on it. And that's just, I don't have that kind of money that I can just go throw it around and not do anything with it. It wasn't like I was buying a rental property that already had renters that would bring in a steady source of income. This is land. Ain't nobody doing anything with it unless I do something with it. For us, buying land in Nevada, we decided that for a number of reasons. Number one, our family and support system would be nearby. My cousin and his wife were the ones that brought us on this journey. When we started this journey, we kind of piggybacked off of them. They had already put in an offer for land in the area. They had already done the research. They would be nearby. I would have my support system nearby. And that, for me, family, those that I call my family, they mean everything to me. I will drop anything that I am doing in order to be there for them. I would this is my tribe, these are my people, and I'm going to take care of them and be there for them and spend time with them. There's no point in me buying land states and hundreds of miles away from my family if I can't spend, the weekend going and hanging out with them. So for me, buying land with being outside of like a 3-hour drive is just it's not even a thing. So I currently live in California. So if I was, before I actually bought the land, I was like, okay, I could move to Oregon, which is beautiful and green and lush. I could move to Nevada, which is all desert, or I could consider moving to Texas because my brother already lived there. Of all of those things, Texas was kind of like X-nayed. Chip and Joanna Gaines make that shit look great. But there's too many natural disasters and hurricanes to deal with in Texas, and it is hot. It is hot down there. No, I'm good. So Texas was crossed off. Any other states were really kind of left out because either they'd be too cold, they were too far away, or that's pretty much it. Or I had no support system there. I have friends in Oregon, but I don't have any family there. Having family in Nevada already definitely made the decision to move there a lot easier. Secondly, knowing what I know about taxes, having owed taxes, being the financial head of the household, I knew that someday when my husband and I do retire, that retiring in California was not going to be an option for us, that the cost of living was going to be too expensive for the lifestyle that we wanted to live. So even though we have the house that I am currently filming in, we're going to be keeping this house and letting renters pay off the mortgage, and 27 years from now it'll be, if we don't pay off any extra sooner and pay off the principal balance, we'll just have renters pay off the principal balance, and then this will be a paid off asset that brings us income in our retirement ages. The taxes here are significantly higher than other states, and Nevada actually doesn't charge income tax for the state. So I was like, yes, that's cool. That was a really good reason for us to move to Nevada. Oregon has no sales tax. Is that right? You don't have to pump your own gas, but your property taxes are high as f. So, that's definitely a thing. But again, that whole piggybacks off of we have family in Nevada and we don't have to pay state income taxes. That's cool. Those are the largest two factors of where we decided to buy land: money and family. There are plenty of other factors to consider, like what kind of lifestyle do you want to lead, and do you have major health concerns? So as far as the lifestyle, I knew that moving out into the middle of the desert. Grew up in California. I do love all the green foliage and the trees. Living in the desert wasn't what I envisioned, but I can be in control of the greenery. And also, oh my God, the area that we bought, You can see all the mountains all around. It is so pretty. My husband and I and our family have picked up quite a few hobbies over the years. So we love kayaking in the summer. We definitely want to do some quad riding and motocross racing. So we wanted to be able to have easy access to water to be able to go and swim and to kayak and to do any other sort of water sports. We actually got just where we bought our land is perfect. Lifestyle, oh, health stuff. Yes, health stuff. So my husband and I are actually perfectly healthy, but we went camping on the property since there's nothing there, and one of our friends was actually having a hard time breathing, and she did not bring an inhaler with her. And I was like, where's the nearest pharmacy? Where's the nearest urgent care? I mean, I remember driving by the nearest urgent care on the way to my property, but I didn't register, how far away that was. My husband will eventually have his healthcare through the VA. Currently it's just TRICARE, but since he's still active, it stays that. And then once he retires or gets medically discharged, then we'll be working with the VA. So in the event of an actual emergency, where we bought our land probably wasn't the greatest, but we did discover, and we met our local sheriff's department. They are very quick to respond. If there was actually an emergency, I know that they would be right there and on top of things. And then my neighbors, it is a small town where we bought our property, so the neighbors are just nosy enough that if there was actually something wrong, they would call to make sure that we were okay. But it is a little nerve-wracking to know that where we bought our land, the nearest 24-hour pharmacy is 40 minutes away. Nothing we can do about it now. Isn't really a problem considering my husband and I are healthy people, and if we need something, I'm very good at planning ahead. But that is something that if you were considering buying your own lot of land, for you to consider. The first 3 things for us were the biggest: family, taxes, and lifestyle. Like moving out there, building homes on that land would not be feasible if it wouldn't support the type of life that my husband and I wanted to live. If you or your family members have health problems, you should definitely factor that information in if you are going to purchase land for yourself and your family. I hope that helps you. So I appreciate that you're here. I hope you found the information that I shared incredibly valuable. I am going to endeavor to try and post at least once a week. I'm not building on my property yet. So this is kind of like me going back over the last 6 months. We bought our property in October of 2019. And what is the process that I've done? What are the conversations that I've had with my family? And kind of planning out like what are we doing in order to get us to the point where we can actually build on our lot of land. And then after that, I'm going to be so excited to share all of the steps and the processes of building our house. I'm so excited for. So thank you for watching, and until next time.